Shalom, brothers and sisters. So this morning I'm making a head breakfast for Shabbat and the weekend. So I'm just doing some pancakes right now to make some griddles. Like the McDonald's griddles. Except these are homemade. So it's pancake sausage and I'm going to put egg in it. And we're going to make up a few so that we can honor the Shabbat by just popping it in the microwave, but yet still being able to have our breakfast. So if this is something you're interested in, this is my preparation day. This is part of my preparation. If I make enough that will last me, if I can get enough done, then I'll try and make enough for Shabbat as well as the week coming up. That way, they can just grab breakfast and kind of pop in the microwave and nobody's standing in the kitchen trying to fix anything. Okay, so pancake 1, near done. I'll be back when I get a batch of them fixed. As you can see, I have my batter already done up. It's in my bowl. And we're going to get this near done, and I'll come back and show you my progress. I hope you have a good preparation day. Okay, we're in the home stretch. We're making our last pancake, and then we're going to move on to cooking our turkey sausage to go in to our griddles. This is the last pancake. Yeah, it felt like it took forever, but yeah. I made it. Okay, so once this is done, I'm going to come back and the sausage will be in the pan. We'll be cooking it, and then we'll start the scramble of our eggs. I've already put our eggs in my bowl, so I'm going to go ahead and season that up. And after the sausage is done, then I'll scramble the eggs. We'll do the assembly of the griddles, and we'll move on to, I don't know, maybe I'll do the chicken lunch meat I made. I may take a few pieces of that with these bagels, put some cheese and the chicken in between it, and these can be like little grab and go lunches for the weekend. I'm still thinking about that one though. So it was in the freezer is the reason why I have it sitting here on the stove, so the heat can kind of help it to thaw a little bit. This is ready to turn, and thank you, this is the last. We'll be back on the next phase of preparation. Okay, so our sausage is in the pan now. I'm going to take some pink, my lighting is so horrible, forgive me. I'm going to take some pink Himalayan salt, and let's see if this help out a little, and no it didn't. Okay, so I'm going to take some pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to season my eggs, can you see that? So I'm going to put a little pink Himalayan salt on my eggs. And then I'm not going to use ground black peppercorn. I'm just going to use, in other words, I'm not going to grind it myself. What I'm going to do is go right into some ground black pepper, like this, the finely ground black pepper. Put a little bit in my eggs, so that when the sausage is done, then the eggs go in. And so I guess this would be a vlogmas. I'm not sure what the difference is between a vlog and a video, but whatever. So we'll leave the eggs to wait on the sausage to get done, and then we'll go ahead and start our assembly. sausage and cheese on these. So we'll be back. Okay, so our sausage is done, and now I'm just gonna put a little butter and a little coconut oil. Yeah, I use coconut oil for everything. Into my pan for my eggs. Okay, I saved my eggshells. What I'm going to do is kind of give them a light boil and then let them dry thoroughly, grind them down, and this will become calcium for the garden. We're going to get these eggs done, and I hope and pray you come and join me for the assembly of our griddles. I have two different cheeses here. I have Velveeta, and then we're going to finish up on the Kraft cheese. It's not that many inches, so not to waste. We're going to use that up first. Ensure that the top of my egg is done. I'm just going to keep folding it in my pan until I'm assured that it's done. I don't want to get hard because remember, this has to be warmed later and you don't want it to then overcook. So this is good. My fire is turned off, so it's just from the heat of the pan. Alright, we're going to move on to the next step. I'm going to move this over here. Put the eggs with the pancakes. Okay, I'm going to bring you guys close to where I'm working. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm gonna bring out my saran wrap and I'll lay the first one down. I'm gonna add my sausage. Let me grab a spoon. And where's my cheese? I don't know. Okay. So I'm not going to put a whole slice of cheese on here. I'm gonna cut it in half or break it in half like that and add some eggs just like that, and then the top of the griddle. Wrap it. Hold it, and this first one is ready for breakfast. Grab and go, homemade mac griddle. So I'm going to wrap a few of these with you, and then I'm going to go off and finish this completely up. pull out a little more of this. So it just kind of make life on the Shabbat a little easier, and it makes during the week also a lot easier. If this piece of egg will stay on here, we're going to help it with this cheese. There we are. And then the top. Again, this is self-sufficiency. You know what's in it because you made it. We don't know what's in McDonald's McGriddle. We know what's in this McGriddle. And my hands are clean because I am preparing this for my family, even though I'm sure they're not going to mind, but I just want to let you guys know, yes, they are clean. The wrapping isn't always so pretty, but I can guarantee the taste is going to always be on point. Breakfast McGriddles for Shabbat and next week. I'm going to continue to wrap these up, and I'll be back with the next preparation. Okay, so all of our McGriddles are done. Let me give you a view of them. So I ended up with 6. So this will be enough for at least a weekend for sure. And so now all I do is I store them in my recycle bag and put them in the freezer, and they can enjoy them whenever they're ready. Okay, so I had 2 slices of meat left and some eggs. So what we're gonna do is make a breakfast bowl. This is just what is this? I guess the little storage bowls that they sell at the grocery store. Nothing fancy. We're gonna put the rest of our eggs in here. Waste not, want not, right? And the 2 pieces of sausage that's left, what I'm going to do is just chop them into pieces or slices, easily to, put in your mouth. And I'm going to slice a couple pieces of the cheese and throw that in, like so. And then we'll have a little breakfast bowl. So someone can have that, and nothing gets wasted. Everything gets a home and used, rather. And this will be more meat than anything, but yeah. And same with the cheese. So I'll just do a couple of cubes or squares of the cheese. If you want, I have some spinach in my refrigerator. I may add a couple pieces of spinach just to give it another layer, another component. It won't hurt. Put the lid on it, and you now have your own little breakfast bowl. Okay, so for dinner one night, we're gonna have Southwest chicken bowls. So in here is a rotisserie garlic and herb chicken, and in this one, it's savory. Okay, so I'm gonna cut and devein this chicken. Not devein, Lord, I'm thinking about something I used to do. Devein shrimp. We don't do that no more. So I'm just gonna cut the breast off the bone because I'm gonna use this chicken breast as for Southwest chicken bowls. And so it'll have rice, it'll have corn, lettuce, tomatoes, that kind of thing. And so that will be dinner tonight. We'll have this tomorrow because that's easier to warm up. But we'll have this tomorrow, and we'll have turkey burgers tonight for our tonight's dinner. So it'll be easy to just kind of warm your chicken in the microwave. And the rice is, I'll do maybe a chipotle kind of rice. And yeah, this will be our dinner for Shabbat. So let's get this bone here out of the way. I want all of the meat, none of the skin. And after I get this deboned and cut up, I'll come back and show you how we'll put the rest of this dish together. Not really together, but you know, have it prepared for whichever direction my family chooses to take their particular bowl into. So every time I think I've gotten all the meat, then I see something else. So I don't want to waste any of it. I want every bit possible. So I'm gonna finish deboning this chicken and I'll be back. Okay, so I have my chicken that's all cut up, cut off the bone, and here are my bones. I will not be throwing these away. This is gonna go into a stock pot with some water, and it's gonna turn into my chicken broth. But I won't do it today because I'm limited on time. This is gonna go into a freezer bag and into my freezer for a later date. And here are my chicken bones. This will go into my freezer. Okay, over here in this pot, I've started my rice for my bowls. What I'm going to do is put my lid on, turn this down to a simmer for about 30 minutes. And when this come up, I'll bring you back, so we can assemble our bowls. I'm going to open a can of Taro spicy beans to go into our bowls, okay? Simple. Okay, so I've opened up my Taro beans. They're in here, they're done. I'm just going to allow them to cool here. And over here are my bowls that I'm going to assemble my cabana or whatever bowls you want to call them, but they're going to be chicken bowls. And now I'm just going to cut up some Roma tomatoes to go in it at the end. And so I don't do a fine chop. I do it kind of big so they can see them. My granddaughter lives with us and she doesn't care for tomatoes that much. So that's why I cut them rather, oh my God, my mouth, rather big, so that if she doesn't want them, she don't have to put them in hers. But I try and do have little as possible that has to be done tomorrow, so that nobody is breaking the Sabbath. So I'm just going to continue to cut this up. In this container, I have some green onion that are already cut. This will go, the tomatoes will go into a sandwich bag like this as well. And I think I'll just leave it on the side so that, you know, it's an option that they can choose from to add to their Southwest bowl. That's it. That's what we have in Southwest bowl. These are the ends that are on today. We're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of food and a good stir. It smells amazing. So I did initially use brown sugar, and as you can see, just now I used regular granulated. It doesn't matter, just so it's sugar. And just cap it back up with your cloth in your rubber band and let it sit. And these are my finished dinner bowls for our Shabbat on tomorrow. Again, they can add the picante sauce on here. They can either add the salad dressing that I made. This one have the charro beans with the peas and carrots. I can show it to you. So yeah, it has chicken, peas and carrots, the charro beans. And then I did this little one with just with just rice and chicken for my granddaughter, because she, you know how kids are, they don't like a lot of things. And then here are the ones with our green onion and stuff, lettuce and stuff to go on them. And here's what one looks like, just I can get it on charro beans. And so that's it. Meat, rice, beans, all ready for tomorrow. Once these cool, then I'll put them in the refrigerator, and this will be dinner tomorrow. So I have dinner and breakfast complete for Shabbat. Kitchen all clean.